Hello! Been a while.
Do you remember
When GameHog made content. Nope. Anyway, hello, welcome back to GameHog. It's been a while since I've done some videos on the channel, and the reason for that is tenfold, or more like fourfold, or a handfulfold. These aren't words. So, where have I been? Where haven't I been? Woof. To put it in simple terms, 2019 was a very busy and important year for me. The main focus of last year has been that I've been working on other people's content. What is going on with my hair? And obviously, when you're focusing on other people's content, that makes focusing on your own content incredibly difficult. I've been editing other YouTubers, I've been producing other YouTubers, and as of more recently, I've started managing people on their Twitch journeys, whether it's my friend Johnny or my friend Bumblecookie, one of whom has already reached affiliate. So if you haven't already followed Bumblecookie over on Twitch, do so now. Another thing that's been happening throughout 2019 is I've been working on breaking into the world of hosting. If any of you guys were at Summer in the City last year, you guys might have noticed that I was on a lot more panels and I was hosting a lot more things than I normally do. And the guys there have been incredibly kind to start giving me more opportunities in hosting, and I did manage to prove myself while I was doing that. And so as a result, when it came to MCM in October and Social in the City Winter Edition over in Birmingham, they were giving me far more opportunities to present things with the Summer in the City guys like Ace Trainer Liam, Birdkeeper Toby, Tira Star and stuff, and those have been really fun. And really, that is where I want my life to go, and where I want my career to go is down the path of hosting. As well as that, I've been working with companies like Adobe, doing things like workshops at the YouTube space, teaching people how to edit, teaching people about audio, and as some of you know, audio is a thing I'm incredibly big on trying to teach people. So those have been really cool opportunities for me. Unfortunately, doing all that has meant some things have had to go to the wayside. Unfortunately, that has been GameHog. And so I'm sorry if you've been sat here wanting to see more videos or hearing more podcasts and stuff. I've let you down, but that's not going to carry on in 2020, and we'll get to that in a bit. One big reason for stopping a lot of content on GameHog was I moved away from Let's Plays, and Let's Plays are a traditionally very easy format to record and edit, but they're not that fun for me to do anymore. I don't really enjoy absorbing Let's Plays. I used to sit and watch Let's Plays all the time, but I don't enjoy watching them anymore. I don't enjoy doing them because it means that I can't play a game outside of doing it for the channel, and it means that I have to just purely enjoy it as a performance. And that's a one-way ticket to ruining enjoyment for games for yourself. So actually, I've been reviewing games for the BBC, for the radio and stuff over the last year, and as a result, I've been pouring time into games, either by myself or with friends, and I've got my love back for it again. And that's really exciting. It just means that that kind of content hasn't necessarily cropped up on here in terms of Let's Plays and stuff. But hey, I'm hoping to try and work in my more reviewy side and analytical side into some of the GameHog videos that we see this year. On the topic of things I'm trying to do for this year, as well as trying to do some more of those, hopefully some more Do You Remembers, and maybe even a revitalization of the podcast, I'm actually going to be focusing a lot on Sorcerous Stabber Orphen. Now, Orphen is my favorite ever anime series. It originally came out in 2001 over in the kind of Western hemisphere, but it wasn't picked up on by a lot of people. Very few people know it. In fact, I think only Castaroth in the GameHog community is the only person I know who has even heard of Orphen. I've only met one person in my entire career doing this who knows the same show that I do. However, it's just gotten a reboot, which is incredibly exciting. Now, I'm obviously a big purist and love the original, but I'm super excited to see a new generation get introduced to these characters that I adore. The story is very different. The animation is obviously drastically different because it's done 20 years later, but I really want to try and explore the differences between the old series, review the new series. I just want to get behind it as much as I can because I really want to support it, and I want you guys to come and support it with me as well. I'm probably going to end up rambling about Orphen quite a lot in a few different videos, including hopefully a Do You Remember about the whole history of it, but I'm really excited to do content on Orphen. It's not just going to become an Orphen channel, by the way, but I am going to do quite a few videos on it, just to capitalize on the fact that no one else seems to be. And it's my show, damn it, and so I'm going to talk about it! I'm really excited to start doing that, and that brings me on to more 2020 goals. Basically, I have these personal goals of mine, whether it's trying to improve my health or my lifestyle. Those things I've already started doing, which is actually why it's taken me a couple of weeks to get back into the swing of 2020, because I've had to deal with a lot of things like quitting smoking and stuff, so I've actually been a bit sofa bound with withdrawal and things, but finally I'm getting through that and I feel a lot better, I'm clearer minded, and it's really exciting for me to sit down and finally pour my passion back into GameHog. Also, I want to try and push to do more videos. I don't want to promise one a week, but that's my kind of soft aim, is to try and at least be doing a video a week. I'm not having over a month of no content again, because we had more than 1 month of no content. We had several months of no content last time, and I can't let it keep slipping. I want to do more regular live streams, whether it's just me twiddling on a guitar, just sitting chatting to you guys, whether we're playing Jackbox, whether I'm playing some of the newer games that are coming out, games that you guys have helped me fund through the donations. And also, I actually think I'm going to try and do a whole playthrough of my favorite game, relevant to the fact that Orphen has just been rebooted, Orphen Scion of Sorcery. It's an old PS2 launch title, and a lot of you will realize it's aged quite badly, but it is my favorite game ever, and I'd like to finally get that in a video on demand quality that I can put up on the channel. Even if no one watches it, it's just so I've done it. It's purely for me, and for you, I guess, in a way. I'm sorry for this being a sort of brain dumpy video on what I intend to do over 2020, but it is important for me to get these thoughts out there because they act as a sort of intent for what I want 2020 to be. This has been a really exciting project, GameHog, over the few years that I've been doing it. And that sort of brings me around actually to part of the reason why I want to try and bring it back as much as I do in 2020. As some of you may know, GameHog was started a number of years ago in 2016 at a company called Pace Media that now no longer exists. You'll know that Harry was here, and we also had two other personalities on the channel. We had Off-Camera Dave, and we had Tall Joe. While we were at Pace Media, Tall Joe was diagnosed with cancer, very sadly, in his tongue. We were there with Joe when he got diagnosed, and we were with him through some of that initial aftermath of how he was dealing with it. Through various treatments and things, Joe was showing very promising signs of progress. However, in December of 2019, we very sadly learned that Joe had lost his battle with cancer. Joe was one of the big founding forces that helped build GameHog, and this is too hard. It's obviously very important that we honor Joe's memory, especially as one of the founding members of GameHog, and that is why I'm trying really hard in 2020 to not let GameHog sit on its arse like it has done for the last year. A lot of you guys will remember Tall Joe and Off-Camera Dave from some of the earlier days of GameHog, so if you do, we really appreciate you sending some of your love towards Joe. And even if you didn't, you know, we still appreciate you sending it either way. You haven't seen, but that's taken about 20 different takes. Oh god, it's not fun for anyone watching someone cry on the internet. This sort of hopeless, muddled memoriam to one of our friends. God, oh, that's a lot harder to talk about than I thought, but it's important that people know, and it's important that I say it, I suppose. Basically, 2020's got to be a big year, for a number of reasons. For those I've explained, for those that are currently unexplained, 2020 is going to be the year of the hog. I really know that this year we're going to put all our work into it to make it good again, to make GameHog great again. And so I appreciate all of your guys' support through all that. You guys can make sure that you're chatting with me in the Discord if you guys do want to keep up to date with me outside of these videos that I'm going to try and post as often as I can. And I appreciate all of your guys' love and support. And rest in peace, Joe. And see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye-byesies.